What's up? Oh, I'm echoing. What's up, squad? What's up, squad? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Oh, I knew I had to test this out. Here I am. Here I am. Zamziga. I am here. I am here. I'm sorry for being tardy for the party, but go ahead and come on in, get your snacks together, click that like and share as you roll on in, and I will be there in just a moment.
Get ready, because you about to be an ATLien. ATLien.
Get ready, get ready. I'm ready. Are you ready? What's up, squad? Come on in the room. Come on in the room. Yes, shout out to Facebook. I see you, Facebook. I'm calling you out early. I see you. I see you. I see you. What's up, squad? It's 11:11. I'm on time. No, it's not. It's not 11:11. It's I say 10:52 on my clock. Okay. It is 10:52. No, I did not retire Nene's song. I just don't have an intro that I like that I want to use it with yet. Okay. Be patient with me. Okay. Get ready because you are about to be an ATLien. Come on in. Yes. Shout out to my Patreons in the building. I see everybody is here. Y'all see these people in the green. Those are my channel sponsors. Everybody coming in slowly but surely. Let me go ahead and get started since I was late, honey. I was late. We have a lot of things on the agenda today. Y'all know the Real Housewives of Atlanta aired their second episode this past weekend. Now I don't know how great it was. Okay, we're gonna look at the ratings tomorrow because you know it was Mother's Day and a bunch of y'all was out in the streets and out to dinner and stuff around 8 o'clock and y'all didn't watch it live. However, you know, people be like, oh, it's the streaming numbers, it's the streaming numbers. But we'll get in on that in a minute. Okay. Then we have Shereé actually premiered or introduced her granddaughter to the world. You know, everybody knew about the granddaughter about 6, 8, 10 months ago. Okay. But you know, she got an exclusive People magazine feature. We're gonna talk about that. We have a Jamie Foxx update on the agenda. And I also, for some reason, I got Young Jock on here. I don't know why I'm talking about Young Jock, but we're gonna talk about Young Jock too. Yeah, James Hudson said he loves some candy. You love candy, okay? You said it's time to Kiki. Yes, it is time to Kiki. Before I get started, I want to know how many of y'all actually watched the show this week. I don't know. It's not too many of y'all in here, so this about how many watch. How many of y'all watched The Real Housewives of Atlanta Sunday? Let me know. And listen, before I get started, I just want to wish all the mothers out there happy Mother's Day. I know I wasn't here. If you're not a mother, if you lost a mother, everybody got a mother somewhere. Just know if your mother somebody, okay, if you got a pet, if you got a fur baby, okay, any of y'all mothers out there, salute to you, okay. Now, you said you watch. Not at all. You watch. You nope, nope, nope. You watch. Okay, some of y'all watched it. Okay, some of y'all did watch it. I see y'all. You said that. Okay, you're welcome. You haven't watched this. Nene left. I know a whole bunch of y'all is holding out. Y'all is holding out. Meanwhile, Nene is living her best life over there in Dubai, honey. Nene said, I am taking all the money. Listen, if you want to pay me to come to your city, your state, your country, wherever, I will be there. Like, look, let's take a little Nene Leaks news break real quick before I get started and see what Lanithia doing over here on her Instagram. And Nene had posted this picture right here, and the girls went wild. Nene was like, they was like, the girls is sitting, honey. What you been doing, Nene? We haven't seen you in a while. Did you go get you a little push up, bro? Did you go get you a little implant or something? Did you get bigger in the upside? I don't know. But Nene is looking good. They say she is looking like an Insta model. Okay. Look, they what they say, body on fleek, on in the room. Okay, I see you, Nene. Okay, all smiles everywhere. Okay. Anywho, But Nene is in Dubai. Okay, she actually was telling y'all she was gonna be somewhere. Oh, she in New Jersey, she in Dubai, she all over the place. But shout out to Lanithia Leaks. Let me see who tagged her. Did anybody tag her? I don't know. Oh, there goes somebody. Oh, there go. Okay. Oh, she was in Dubai. Okay, with Ayan. Is that somebody from the Real Housewives of Dubai? And they was out in Dubai somewhere, child, having cocktails. They're gonna Nene with her white tee and her cargo pants. Honey, shout out to Nene. She love her some brown. Okay. You said you read what y'all talking about in this chat, honey. You said what? You child, you care because you here, honey. Don't be talking about who cares. You care, okay? Yes, you said trick. What trick? What I don't know what y'all talking about. Okay, I didn't watch the Real Housewives of Dubai, so I don't know what they doing over there. But yeah, she was in Dubai. She had a story up, but I guess it's gone now. I waited too late to show it. But there's that. Okay, you said Chanel AN. Okay, thank you, Shy Boy. Okay. But anywho, the Real Housewives of Atlanta is not it's just not good without Nene. We miss Nene. We want to know what Nene doing. We want to know what Portia doing. We want to know what everybody doing. But meanwhile, we get Shereé and her granddaughter and Kenya and whoever else. And there's that. So, he said Nene keeps them talking. Okay, let's go on to the agenda. Nene is still traveling, getting her coins. Okay, yes, yes, yes. You said it was boring. What do y'all think of the show 1 to 10? Let me know. For those of you who watched it, I just want to know. Y'all know I had to waste a little bit of time before I get started. Got to get warmed up. Got to get warmed up. Let me see. 1 through 10. What did y'all think of this week's episode? Episode 2, Sisters Before Misters. Let me know. You said, what is Portia up to? Y'all want me to go look at Portia's Instagram? You said it's a 3, a 5. What did I say? 1 through 10. Was 10 the best or the worst? 10 being the best, 1 being the worst. What did y'all think? Y'all giving it nines? Y'all thought it was good? A 9 plus 1? Oh, all right. You said a 0. All right. You watched it off straight from the A. Okay, shout out to straight from the A. Straight from the A. Had the recap up last night. Okay. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Y'all in the chat, type click the like button as you come in. We're gonna get started. Don't worry. You said it's really good. Well, y'all really need to be watching it. And I hope them ratings really went up tomorrow when I go and look at it. Okay. Now, okay, now. Don't be talking about nobody that we ain't talking about now. Don't be coming in here trying to start no trouble. Okay, I see y'all in here already trying to start trouble, mentioning people that ain't even being talked about. We talking about the Real Housewives of Atlanta and people who are on the show today. Except y'all can talk about Nene though. I don't want to talk about nobody else. He said Fallon is now saying that Portia betrayed her. How Portia betrayed her? Interesting. She was pregnant with another man's baby, but Portia betrayed her. Hmm. I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one. He said Kandi don't want to talk about them restaurants. She sure don't, but we gonna talk about them tonight. But before we get started, let me give y'all a Jamie Foxx update. Because y'all always talking about I don't never say nothing about Jamie Foxx, Jamie Foxx, Jamie Foxx. First, the blogs was lying on the man. I guess I don't know. They was talking about Jamie Foxx didn't have long. It's not looking good for Jamie Foxx. The people are surrounded by his bedside. They expecting the worst. That we don't know what's gonna happen. They had already buried the man. And see, this what be happening. This what happened with Chadwick Boseman when people was like talking about how he looked. It happened with Tracy Braxton. It happened with a whole bunch of people. Y'all start assuming things and don't even know what y'all talking about. Okay, shout out to Big Boy. Y'all don't know what y'all talking about. Ooh, I don't want to flash y'all. I don't want to flash y'all. You said allegedly. Make sure my clothes is on. Okay. But okay, shout out to Sandra Rose because I was over on Sandra Day because Sandra be giving us updates. Okay, Sandra gives us all the updates on Jamie Foxx. And now y'all know his daughter came forward and basically said that all y'all was lying on her daddy. Okay, first, everybody was like Jamie Foxx, everybody expecting the worst. Then somebody else came forward and said somebody flew a neurologist into Atlanta. He was still in the hospital in Atlanta after suffering either a brain aneurysm, a stroke, or something. Don't nobody know. Everybody just assuming. So people was like, a neurologist is coming. They're gonna test him out. They're gonna see what's happening. We don't know. They say he can't talk. They say he can't walk. Blah 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 blah. Whole bunch of chatter, and don't nobody know. And so the daughter got on live or got on line. Okay, I guess she got on his Instagram one time, and she had told the people, "Thank you, Nick Cannon, for supporting me. Thank you to all the people who sent us well wishes. I'm good and all this stuff." Everybody was like, Jamie did not post that, because if Jamie posted that, why couldn't he just say it? Why couldn't he show us him when he said it? He did not type that. So people was like speculating like something is amiss. Like, what is happening? Why they keeping it so low key? Give us the news so we won't be concerned and we won't be speculating. That's what the news outlets been saying. The news outlets is mad. But anyway, then Jamie's daughter got online. And Jamie's daughter had a lot to say. In fact, she was dragging the blogs. Here's what she said. Hold on, let me show you to you. Biggie, chill out in that chair now. Chill out in the chair. And put Biggie up there while I'm. Yes, I'm talking to you. Chill out. Sit down. Okay. Now, let me let me go to hold on. Let me put Sandra up here. Let me share it, Sandra. Okay. So here is the update from the daughter. Okay. The daughter, Corinne, had actually posted this after, somebody had posted Rap TV had posted Jamie Foxx loved ones reportedly preparing for the worst. And here she says, sad update from the family. Sad to see how the media runs wild. My dad has been out of the hospital for weeks, recuperating. In fact, he was playing pickleball yesterday. Thanks for everyone's prayers and supports. We have an exciting work announcement coming next week too. So everybody like, he was playing pickleball. What? I don't know. And so EUR Web even wrote a message to Jamie Foxx's daughter. But they was in their feelings. They was like, message to Miss Corinne and to her father. Seeing these reports pop up online is your fault. If the media had been kept informed of Jamie's condition, the chances of false reporting would be nil. Think about it. Jamie nor his family or doctors have never released any official information on the entertainer's medical situation. Naturally, in a vacuum, speculation and misinformation is going to run rampant. Keep in mind that it's been over a month since Jamie Foxx was hospitalized in Atlanta for a quote unquote medical condition. We still don't have a clue what the specifics are. On top of that, Jamie still hasn't been seen in public since the incident was announced. So EUR Web is like clapping back at the family. They was like, tell us what's going on. And I am of the mindset of they ain't gotta tell y'all. I don't think they have to tell y'all, honestly. I really don't. And if the misinformation is circulating, then it's just gonna circulate because people don't have to tell you that. But anyway, long story short, Jamie is back. Jamie is, they say he is in Chicago now. This is what TMZ is reporting, and SandraRose.com, shout out to SandraRose.com, is reporting that Jamie is receiving physical therapy at a rehab center in Chicago. Okay. So this TMZ reports that Jamie's family, including his daughters, Corinne, Annalise, as well as Annalise's mother, Christine Grannon, celebrated Mother's Day at the facility. Kristen left the center with Mother's Day flowers and a balloon. Okay. Fox 55, of course, was hospitalized in Atlanta on April 11th after suffering a stroke. There is Jamie. One source tells TMZ that Fox arrived at the facility in late April. The facility specializes in stroke recovery, traumatic brain injury rehab, spinal cord injury rehab, and cancer rehabilitation. Jamie's loved ones say he's alert and oriented and responding well to physical therapy. There's Jamie and his two daughters. Now, y'all wanted to know, TMZ went and got it and told y'all Jamie is apparently in a rehab facility. Now people are saying, how was he playing pickleball but he in the rehab? Well, there's that. He Listen, maybe they have pickleball in the rehab facility. We don't know. Y'all need to quit speculating. Meanwhile, did y'all see who was it? Kev on stage actually dragged the rap TV people and actually outed them because it's like, who are they? Where did they come from? And it seems like these white people masquerade as black media to report black news. Y'all know I told y'all about blackfishing a long time ago. I told y'all about all about the tea a long time ago about how that Caucasian lady was hiding behind a avatar and reporting black news like she was black and speaking on black people as if, anyway, but anyway, here's another incident of that situation. Hold on, people is calling me. Why is all these people calling me? I'm on the show. Okay, here it is. This is Kev on stage said, "I'm glad Jamie Foxx is doing better, but who even is Rap?" Hold on, he did a little investigative reporting.
That Jamie Foxx's daughter Corinne had to even refute this Rap TV post that said the family was reportedly preparing for the worst. I'm glad that she said that Jamie's been out of the hospital for weeks and recuperating, even played pickleball. But I'm mad that Rap TV even got this rumor started. So I asked myself, who is Rap TV? Because they make all these posts about black people, hip hop communities, this and that. Who are these people that they could get a rumor going like this that she had to refute? And look who owns Rap TV. Does this look like the person you thought owned Rap TV? Didn't look like it to me. Who else works at Rap TV? Let's just take a look. I went down to the LinkedIn. Well, who's over here? Who's in charge of the post? Well, look who we got here. Look at the head of content. Look at Griffin Fromm. Wow, he's the head of content for Rap TV. Look at Jordan Mordini. He's the head of music partnerships at Rap TV. Look at Logan Stout, operations manager at Rap TV. Look at Tyler Perry. That ain't the Tyler Perry I thought would be associated with Rap TV. Why are people who look like this whole business Rap TV? Look at their Instagram. Look at their posts. Look at the faces of the people on the post. Look who they create stories about. Look how many followers they got just on Instagram. 10 million just on Instagram.
All black news.
They go viral all the time. They are apparently, according to them, the biggest hip hop community in the world. Daniel Snow's been a proven expert that's launched viral e-commerce brands himself over the course of 3.5 years, generating close to $50 million in revenue. Off of who? Off of what?
Black people.
These are the people behind Rap TV. And I'm not saying rap is only for black people and black culture, but they're creating stories that are false. Got the actual family of Jamie Foxx saying, oh, man, this ain't even true. Who is starting these rumors? And look who it is. Now, I love Jamie Foxx. I'm scared for him, praying for him, but I'm waiting for the family to say he's okay. But every day we got to deal with rumors like this. And then Rap TV gonna post her post and act like they aren't the ones that she's responding to, because it's just content to them. It don't matter what happens, who gets mad, none of that stuff. It's just content for them. They use that content to get brand deals and partnerships because we follow them and we click on them and they profit.
That's what happens. That's what happens. I told y'all. I told y'all. Y'all would listen. We got, what is it on in Atlanta? ATL Scoop, run by some white people. They want to make it seem like Atlanta is filled with crime. Okay. All about the tea, run by the white lady who keep trolling and changing fake child. It's just a mess, child. But that's okay. Fox Soul, okay, run by some white people that put black people in front and make y'all think that it's all black news, but it's actually a white channel. I'm just saying. Just pay attention to who you support, okay? I did tell y'all, okay? Bravo ain't pretending to be black, though. Is Bravo pretending to be black? But they are making money off black people too now. Anthony, you right about that. Okay. But at least they ain't pretending. You don't see Andy walking around with an afro on. He put it on Kandi. Okay. You said Hollis complaining. What are they gonna do about it? Black men, you got 24 hours to respond. Okay, black men. What y'all gonna do? None. Because people build a following. They already got y'all, okay? They already got y'all. Tamara Tattles, yes, Tamara Tattles was Caucasian. Did Tamara ever hide that she was Caucasian? Because I met her in court. So I always knew she was white. I never, it is what it is. If y'all just assume that she was black, that's on you. But I met her. I saw her. But anywho, tell Boosie and T.I. and them to stop talking to Vlad. You tell them. They ain't got nothing to do with that. This is so sure we need to pay attention. I'm just saying, y'all need to pay attention to who you support because a lot of people make money off black news because black news is lucrative. We love the tea. We love the mess. Okay, like I said, I've been reporting on stuff like this for 16 years, honey, and it is what it is. They realize, okay, there's a market for this. When I first started my blog, it wasn't nobody out there but like Perez Hilton and who else is out there? I forgot. It was a whole bunch of like white channels, the D-Lister, Jared, all of them, but then there was a few black blogs like Sandra Rose, Crunk and Disorderly, the YBF, me, okay, the Cold Bitchy, whoever else. And it was like we started to pop up because we realized that there was a niche for black news. Okay, this was 15 years ago. I'm just saying, y'all may say I'm a dinosaur, but I'm still here. So just pay attention because everybody knows that the black dollar is powerful and we listen and our click, even if y'all ain't paying for news, okay, y'all as a collective are powerful and y'all support things like the Real Housewives of Atlanta. A lot of white blogs wasn't even covering the Real Housewives of Atlanta back in the day, but now all the white blogs is covering it. Okay. Anywho, moving on. Okay, I see y'all. Y'all caught the 1111. Okay. I mainly follow you and a few other black YouTube creators. Okay. Listen, who's letting these clear people in our yard? Okay. I'm just saying, Flop Soul is Rupert Murdoch. Do your research and see who owns Flop Soul. Okay. I'm just saying, pay attention. Pay attention. Anyway, moving on. Salute to TMZ and Sandra Rose and everybody else for digging and finding out that Jamie Foxx is in recovery. Sending prayers to Jamie Foxx's family and friends and supporters. Okay, y'all quit making up stuff on that man. Let him live and let him recover in peace. Okay, moving on. Like this video as y'all come in here. You say gossip to go with the flow. Okay, come on, people, click that like button. Yes, yes, yes. Come on in. Not you keep your news melanated. Okay. Now, speaking of, okay, let me turn around there. Okay, okay, last, but let me throw another gentleman in here real quick because y'all send me this news and I be trying to figure out what's going on and I don't be knowing. But apparently, what is going on with Young Jock? I know Jock is on what's that show? Couples therapy. And I gotta keep I gotta catch up because y'all keep talking about Fallon and Jalen and Apollo and Sheree and all that. And Jock is on there with his wife Kendra as well. Now Jock posted this on Instagram recently crying. I'm like, what is going on? And his caption had a lot of people concerned. He was like, raw emotions, no hiding behind facades. Can I cry in front of the world? Why am I crying? The world is such a wicked place at times. Our kids are dying before they can live in these streets. Our homes are filled with hate because it's all around us. Destruction is prevalent. Drugs are running rapid in our community. So many are confused. Ascension is necessary. Let it out in front of the world. Do you ever feel like it's just uh do you ever feel like just letting it out? Some will laugh and that's expected. Some will tap in to see if I'm okay and that's appreciated. I'm begging for mercy on all of us. No soul unaccounted for. I love you. I love you. So Jack took his shirt off, put a gold chain on. Okay, got in the dark, put some music behind him, and got online, pressed play, and started crying for y'all. Okay. People are calling it brave. People are saying it's raw. People are saying it's art. People are saying a lot of things. Y'all talk about Auntie Jack is crying because he missed his hair appointment. Oh, y'all is mean. Y'all is mean. He looked rough. But look, the caption was true. It's a lot going on in the world. It's a lot going on in the world. Listen, after the panini happened, everybody was in the house. Then people came out the house with mental ailments that they didn't know about. They going crazy. They shooting up the club. They doing all kind of things. Now this black man is showing you that he is experiencing something. He has feelings. He sees the world going to hell in a handbasket, and y'all want to sit and giggle. I'm gonna let the man live because it's true. Okay, I'm just saying. Now it's become a hashtag now. Cause look, Jack got all his friends participating. Like he got Killer Cam on there, Cameron. Okay, hashtag black men cry too. So, and Cameron said, thank you for your transparency and vulnerability, Mr. Cameron. My mom dropped the bomb on me and had me in my feelings just a day ago. Okay, so they serious.
My mommy taught me everything that I
They are serious. They's crying for the Instagram. Okay. And wait a minute, it wasn't just him. Who was it? It was somebody else. Who is this over here? Here goes somebody else. The real Montana. A lot of y'all told me to take this down in my story because I look weak. First off, I care to two F's about your opinion. Second F, you what? Second F you and F you. I'm gonna cry me a river about my son until I die. On God, I might post the same video every week now since you don't like it. So they crying. Child. I don't know what everybody's crying about, and I don't think it makes you look weak, but I just feel like press and play on the camera is where we get confused because why you gotta show everybody? I don't know. One pay $25 copay for therapy, but go off. He needs to get a chair by the lake and go fishing. Yes, go touch some grass. Put the camera down. Put the camera down. Is this another one? What's this? It's another one Jock did. If you're in need of a miraculous breakthrough, copy this reel and pass it on. And feel me reaching out. Lord, they gonna keep this going. They say it's the shrooms. I don't know, but I mean, if they want to share, it's weird and creepy. Mental health is an issue, and some people hold it in. And so, if this is encouraging more black men to let it out, cry, cry a river. Let's see your sensitive side. You don't have to flash guns to be, masculine. I'm just saying. But there's that. They're showing that men can cry as well. So I get it too. But why we gotta press play? I feel. I don't know. I'm just feeling the waves. But yeah, let him have it. Okay. He started a movement, hashtag Black Men Cry Too. If you want to participate in the movement, to go up under the hashtag, put your little hashtag on there, Black Men Cry Too. So salute the young Jock for starting his hashtag. Y'all watch him on MTV's couple retreat with his wife. They're going through it. So that might be what he's going through too. Now, before I get started with the Real Housewives of Atlanta, I got one more story, and it's for the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Mother's Day was yesterday. Okay, Shereé Whitfield shared a few pictures of her family. Okay, right after the show, or was it before the show? I don't know, but she shared these images of her beautiful kids. Okay, and she said motherhood is not a hobby; it's a calling. It's not something you do if you can squeeze in the time. It is what God gave you time for. Okay, she wished all the mothers a happy Mother Day. She got Cairo, Callie, and Tierra, all of her children in one picture. They looking amazing. Okay, she said she's a grandma, and they got all glammed up for the photo shoot. Cairo has a new daughter. Okay, and she shared that as well. Now, before I move on from this picture, was I the only person who caught the shade in here? Remember, isn't it Shereé and Marlo who's saying that Kandi don't have time for her kids because she's too busy out chasing a bag? And now here goes Shereé with this quote saying it's not something to do if you can squeeze the time in. It's what God gave you time for. Hmm. Sounds like Shereé is coming for Kandi. And here's another one. To be a queen, you must know how to raise queens. Okay. Shout out to Shereé and her queens. Everybody looks beautiful. Now, Shereé also shared this cute little image. Okay. She said, on this special day, I would like to introduce you to my glam baby, Mecca Whitfield. You thought your love for your kids was strong. Just wait until you become a glam ma. Okay. So Shereé says she is a glam ma. And her look, they got their own Instagram page. Hold on, let me put this. Oh, did I put it? Oh, yeah, I did. So she's adorable. Look, they go the whole entire family right there. They go Shereé, they go Tierra and Callie, and they go Cairo and the baby Mecca and Cairo baby mama. Okay. They all in one picture down at the chateau. Okay. He said truth, love for them them glad. And so she's such an adorable baby. She's such an adorable baby. Adorable that go her with Sheree's dog and all of that. That look that she hadn't been hiding the baby. The baby been around because daddy at Christmas, okay? At Christmas, she was in the picture with the baby, okay? So there's the adorable baby, okay? So salute to Shereé on becoming a GLAM-MA. Now, as far as being a GLAM-MA, listen, they keep stealing stuff from Nene. Exactly, Tiggy. They keep stealing stuff from Nene. I wrote about this on my site today. Look, 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 look. I'm gonna pull it up. Okay. They wrote about it on my site today. It's all this other stuff that I just put up. Like, look, GLAM-MA Shereé Whitfield introduces daughter Mecca Joey. Okay. So there's Shereé and there's the baby. Okay. Now, Shereé said she is not a grandmother. She said, no, 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 I'm not a grandma. Let's make sure get the word right. It's GLAM-MA. Shereé says, joking that she won't be sitting in a rocking chair knitting anytime soon. I'm a GLAM-MA, and she'll call me Gigi, which stands for gorgeous GLAM-MA. I'm starting a new trend for grandmas, hot grandmas. Now, y'all remember this gift? Y'all don't remember Nene saying, I am not a grandmother, honey. I am a glam mother. Okay. So you said Nene should have trademarked it, shoulda, woulda, coulda. But y'all know Nene is the influencer of the year, honey. The housewives can't be housewives unless they throw a little shade and snatch a little something from Miss Lanithia Monique Leaks. But there's that. Okay. You said, and the way she talked about the word on her show, like we ain't never heard it before. Okay. That trend had already been started. Right, right. Shereé is a copycat. Yes, honey. She is. But that's a beautiful grand baby. Now, before I wait, she had one more picture that People Magazine had. Let me show you that picture real quick. It was on People Magazine. It's also on straight from the A.com. Okay, of Shereé and Cairo and the baby and Cairo's baby mama. Okay, what's their names? Let me say their names. I don't know their names. Cairo, Kelly, Tierra. I don't know the girl name. They ain't had the girl name in there. Oh, Alina Babber. Alina Babber. Okay, Cairo 27, his baby mama Alina Babber, and their daughter Mecca Joey Whitfield. Okay, there they are. They're a beautiful family. Okay, is what it is. Okay, it is what it is. Shout out to the babies. You said how are the RHOA ratings? They come out tomorrow, my beloved. They come out tomorrow. Now, moving on, let's go ahead and get into Real Housewives of Atlanta. Go ahead and like this video, please, and thank you. Now, listen, I don't know if y'all saw it or not, but there was a lot going on in this episode, which was titled Sisters Before Misters. Okay. I'm gonna talk about at least 5 things. Y'all can fill in the rest, and I'm gonna take some calls and let y'all tell me about what y'all thought about it. But the things that I wanted to talk about, okay, let me tell you the synopsis. Okay, things get awkward at Ross's 40th birthday party when Kenya has words with Sheree's new boo Martell, causing friction between the two longtime frenemies. Kandi discusses the elephant in the room. Sidora returns from Chicago with a new passion project and a renewed spark in her marriage. Now, you know, the last week's episode ended off with them at Ross's 40th birthday party, and we saw a clip of what's to come with Kenya, get ready to have a war words with Martell about him sliding in her DM. This week we find out that the DM wasn't even pertinent, okay? And the fact of, like we said last week, why is Kenya even bringing this up when apparently she was so happy during the reunion for Shereé and Martell to be together? She was flirting, she was laughing, she was like, ha, 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 oh, it's Martell. Yes, they love each other. They so cute. Ah. And so now all of a sudden that she see that Shereé is coming to the party with Martell on her arm, all of a sudden she wants to be divisive. She wants to tell Shereé that Martell was sliding her DMs, but even though she don't even know what it was, she claims she don't even know what it said, but she knew what it said. He said Martell is a liar. She knew what it said because apparently it didn't say much of nothing. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna pull up this text message. Where is it? Hold on. No, I got all of them in here. I should have put it in order, but I didn't. So y'all have to wait for a second. Where it go? Here it is right here. Here it is right here. Okay, here it is right here. We got it. We got it. Let me stop the screen. So here's the text message that was in Kenya's DMs right here. Okay. So apparently it was sent August 9th, 2020. And Martell said, I appreciate the kind, quote unquote, kind words when you were live with blank. Now we know blank is Carlos King because I told you before that Carlos King has inserted himself in the midst of the Real Housewives of Atlanta to, stick a pin in Kandi's side. I know Kandi is pissed off. Kandi was like, I listen, he can't come back to the show, but he is doing everything he can to be a part of. Now he got Martell over there. Now, they got the text on there, everything. You could tell that apparently, Bravo probably don't see it for Carlos either because they blacked his name out of the text message. Why not leave it in there? I don't know. Let me see. He said she don't want Sheree's hands on her. Well, whatever the case may be, Sheree calls Martell aggressive, okay, despite him merely throwing shade back at her. Because that's all she was doing was throwing shade, saying that he tried to talk to her. But then when Sheree calls him over to ask, well, did you? And first he denied it now. First he denied it. And I guess he had to think about it. He was like, it was 2-3 years ago, or whatever. And then when he finally found it, he was like, yeah, it was 2 years ago. What you talking about? So Martell actually, hold on, what is that? It seemed to me like more Kenya was the aggressive one in the situation because why was she yelling and screaming? You said Martell is always aggressive. See, I don't know him like that. See, this is the point. All y'all people who come over here from Love and Hip Hop Marriage telling us all the stuff about him and what he did on the show, we don't know. We don't know. We only know him from here. And so from here on the outside looking in, he wasn't aggressive. He was merely responding to Kenya's energy. Okay. Every man is aggressive to Kenya. Let Kenya tell it. Okay. Kenya was yelling. She didn't yell and said that he was a piece of shit. Okay, she didn't yell. In fact, there was a whole lot of aggression going on in that party. I don't know. It was a lot of dark energy. And before I move on, okay, what was going on with Don Juan getting in the middle of Candy's situation with Courtney? Now, people keep telling me because y'all know I had, broke news about Don Juan and his boyfriend. They live together, blah, 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 blah. They talk about I outed him, whatever, but I didn't out him because everybody already knew. But apparently, it's interesting that he's always on camera. He's on these reality shows. He was just on the Escape show and saying stuff about it was boring or whatever. And they was like, stay out of women's business. Everybody was mad at him. And here he is again. You said, was Don Juan there? Yes, Don Juan was there. When Kandi and Courtney, when Kandi walked away from Courtney, the first thing we heard was Don Juan. Oh, when Sonya came and told Kandi, she's sorry. She invited her because she met her with Shereé and Marlo. Don Juan heard Shereé, and the next thing he does is throwing shade at Shereé. So we already know that there's a line in the sand because now Don Juan had told us that, Kandi don't see it for Shereé, even though we already knew it. Okay, we already knew it. They've been throwing salt at Shereé since episode 1 when they was dragging her website. Yes, Don Juanita. And yes, how he gets so invested. And then on my site, I was like, why is he interjecting? I mean, Don Juan's man was there at the party with him. So he should have been somewhere minding his own business. Okay. Don Juan is annoying in women's business again. Don Juan is always in women's business. Okay. Let me see. He stepped in, stirred the pot, stating that Courtney should be in the factory helping Shereé get that clothing line out. That was him. That was him saying that. Okay. Y'all go back and watch it. He was like, oh, that's Sheree's friend. That's Sheree's friend. Oh, no wonder she need to be in a warehouse helping get them clothes out. So it's like, go sit down. So go sit down. Like, why is you even doing this? And listen, we already know Kandi trying it too. Kandi is being uber aggressive. I don't care what y'all think. I don't care if y'all think I'm dragging Kandi for no reason, but I don't care if anybody get in your face at the party. I don't care if y'all voices get elevated. I don't care about none of that. The last thing you're going to do is threaten violence. When you threaten violence, you have gone too far. boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, when she said, I'm gonna headbutt this bitch. It's like, really? You and a lot of people say that they may have inserted that sound bite, but Kandi, even on her show, on her speak on it. Then she say that she said it, and then she heads but people's all the time. Then she say that. I think that is very ghetto and that is very hood. And I feel like people should keep their hands and their heads to themselves. Okay. You said he wants his 5 minutes of fame. You said yes, she said that she had, but okay, so it was not a soundbite. It's something that Kandi routinely does. Okay. Kandi is too grown, girl. You almost 50. If you're not 50 already, over there trying to throw hands on people that is like, I don't understand who be fighting. Where have you been? I've been right here. Kandi need to be in jail for threatening her. Okay. I remember when Portia dragged Kenya for putting that dang whatever it was in her face. She got in trouble. Kandi need to get in trouble. I don't understand why they keep allowing all this to go on. Now, another thing that I noticed is Sanya. Let me mention Sanya because it was her party and we might as well talk about her, okay? Might as well talk about Sanya. Sanya. I always get her name wrong because I think about Tanya, but I know it's Sonya. Sonya. Anyway, but it was her party, okay? And so she had, admitted to Kandi that it was her who invited Courtney in the first place, and she seemed apologetic. I'm like, why are you apologetic? It's your party. If Kandi want to fight and act ghetto or whatever, Kandi can kick rocks and get out, okay? But anyway, my thing is Kandi and Sanya end up meeting up later on in the show. Kandi is wearing a Gucci outfit. People gonna say, look, Tamar will tell you it's fake. I don't know if it's fake or not. I didn't look it up. Okay. They said that green dress last week was fake. They say it don't make that color. But like Nene said, they make anything when you got the coin. So Kandi may be having, Dapper Dan or somebody make her custom Gucci gear. Okay. Because all of a sudden Kandi is all Gucci down. Okay. But anyway, I'm digressing. So when Sonya and Kandi went to dinner, to me it seems like Sanya is the new Cynthia Bailey. Okay, she is a flip flopper, flippity flip flop. Okay, you remember how Cynthia used to always pretend like she was Switzerland going between one or the other. Then she picked a side and she picked Kandi. She picked the alliance. Okay, now that's what it feels like Sonya is doing now. Okay, on the one hand, she hanging out with Shereé and Marlo. On the other hand, she over there trying to be friendly with Kandi. And when they went to lunch, it was she was telling her things that Courtney had said while she was with him. Okay. And one of the things that Courtney had said was kind of what I had said. Hold on, you said Shereé said last night on RHOA, if you go to OLG, you don't know if you're going to get biscuits or bullets. We're gonna get to the biscuits and bullets now. We're gonna get there. We ain't there yet. So yeah, this situation with Sonya, I felt a ways because Sanya was telling Kandi that Courtney said that she was ghetto. Not that she was ghetto, but that she tweeted out something about some exclusive restaurant that they was at. It probably wasn't exclusive, but whatever the case may be. But Kandi tweeted that she was there, and she was like, the next week it was filled with ghetto people. It was a whole different vibe and a whole different crowd. Shit happens when people find out about the cool new spot in Atlanta. It's like they just run to it. So apparently, Kandi had tweeted it. The people found out, and now the people at the spot. So Sonya told Kandi about that, and Kandi, instead of even caring about that, it was like, well, what did you say about me? And I know it's all these memes out there that says, somebody talking about me or whatever the case may be. You know, what did you say that make them so comfortable to say it to you? But Sonya ain't really her friend. So it's like, don't we watch the show and don't we see all the time when three or more ladies get together, they talk about the women that aren't there. So I don't see this as a situation where Sonya had to defend Kandi. Kandi pissed off and said that it's not cool. Like, what you say? Did you defend me? I don't understand why you this. It's just performative. It's like, girl, like now you want to fight with Sanya because you want to kick her off the island anyway because you see she been spending too much time with Marlo and Shereé and them. But there's that. And my thing is, that's what I said on my site too. Kandi doesn't care about that. She only wants to know what Sonya said to defend her. The answer, absolutely, positively nothing. Okay. They showed a clip, even though Sonya said Sonya be lying, though. We know Sonya be lying. She lied in that situation with Drew, but there's that. But anyway, Sonya claimed that she took up for her, but then producer showed a clip of Sonya just laughing. But she didn't like say nothing bad. She didn't take up for her, and she didn't like drag her. But that wasn't her place to do that. But anyway, I just don't feel like Kandi has ever spoken up about anybody. When Kandi is in a group of people, if they talking about Kenya or they talking about somebody else, you don't hear Kandi going, "Don't talk about her like that. That my friend." You never hear Kandi doing it. So why would Kandi expect somebody else to do it besides Don One, who she pays? So unless they're on the payroll, I wouldn't expect nobody to take up for you unless they on your payroll. And Don One did his job last night when he took up for you. Okay. Moving on. Like this video as y'all get in here, please, and thank you. Another instance. Let me see. Let's go ahead. Should we talk about the elephant in the room? I've been talking about Kandi too much. Let me switch to Ralph and Drew real quick. Give them a little 1-2. Ralph and Drew, it seems like they're getting along now. We already know that they apparently supposed to be in a divorce. I don't even know if that's true at this point. But Ralph and Drew, apparently they say they bonded over their love of music. Drew has a EP that she wants to release. She's been working on. Apparently Ralph wrote a song. The inspiration to the song was the highs and lows of their marriage. And now we can laugh about it because apparently they kicking each other out the house. That's what they say. But we heard Drew sing, and then Ralph pulls out the keyboard, asks the producer to hook it up. It's like, Ralph, this ain't your show, Ralph. You already got some one-on-one time with the cast last week when Drew was working on her contract and she wasn't there, and you got camera time. Now you trying to get all the camera time. Now I think Ralph want to be a housewife, y'all. I really do. It looks strange watching Ralph and Drew like paint dry, okay, kicking each other out the house. They all kicking each other out the house. I don't know what it is about these men want to keep the house and want the lady to leave with the kids or whatever. Kenya needs to be a friend of the show. We're gonna get to Kenya too. But anyway, we heard her sing, blah blah blah. She's releasing a EP independently that Ralph wrote a song. Ralph wants to play a keyboard. He say he want to be on Tiny Desk. We like, we don't want to see Drew on Tiny Desk, but if y'all put her on Tiny Desk, I guess somebody will watch, but it won't be me. But I'm like, good luck with that. Now, moving on to Kandi and this elephant in the room. Okay, Kandi Todd, their cousin Melvin with the shot up arm, and what's the other guy name from the Blaze? I don't even know his name either. That he was in the show. He was the manager of the show. They all meet at Blaze to test out some new menu items. Apparently, things aren't going well at Blaze. Kandi seems to feel that it's because of where Blaze is. It's Southwest Atlanta is right down the street from her house. I feel like people would go to the restaurant if it was a good restaurant. However, people aren't going and they feel like changing the menu up would get people in there. You said it's Philip. Okay, it was Philip. Okay, well, it was interesting because the producers decided to break the fourth wall, and they came from behind the camera and said, listen, you want to address this elephant in the room because this man sitting up here with his arm in a sling. Okay, we know he just got shot. It's all over the news that somebody shot your cousin. And Todd was like, no, it's a legal issue. We cannot talk about it. If you watch it, it's funny because they don't talk about it and they continue eat candy, looking down like cutting lobster and stuff. Like they will not talk about it. But apparently, somebody must have made Kandi talk about it because she talked about it in her confessional. Okay. And in her confessional, Kandi admits that it was an employee that shot Melvin. It was somebody who used to come to work drunk all the time, drunk. And Melvin was mad and they went outside to have a talk. She didn't say who the aggressor was, but the dude pow Melvin, and the rest is history. Now, Kandi seems to feel like this is a common occurrence in Atlanta. And I'm like, it ain't no whole lot of restaurants getting shot up in Atlanta, boo boo. She said she acting like crime is out of control in Atlanta, but statistics, I can't even say it. Statistics say differently. Statistics say that crime in Atlanta has gone down significantly under our current mayor. Shout out to Mr. Dickens, okay? And I don't know where Kandi is getting her stats from. Okay, she over there charging $4 for ice. Oh, not $4 for the ice. Okay. But yeah, remember she was charging for ice. But it was interesting because I disagree with that statement. Now, another thing that we have to also address this elephant in the room, that it's not the first time one of Candy's restaurants got shot up. Now, okay, look, Candy's cousin got shot at Blaze in 2022, but in 2020, just 2 years prior to that, Candy's OLG restaurant in East Point got shot up, where at least three people were shot. They were shooting in the front, and people was running and stuff. Y'all remember that? So it's on the news. Like I can pull it up, but I ain't got to. But like so all the you said three times, okay? So my thing is, Candy make it seem like it's a common occurrence in Atlanta. No, it's a common occurrence at your spots, not at all the spots, just yours. So I mean, it might be you when they say the common denominator. Might be you, Candy. I don't know. It might be you. But anyway, yeah, she finally talked about it, and it seems to me that it is a legal issue, even though Todd didn't want to talk about it. She ended up talking about it in the confessional. I don't know that her cousin gonna sue her, but I'm sure she paying all her cousin's medical bills. I'm sure she gave her cousin a raise. I'm sure she did everything she can not to have to cut a big check like she did Johnny Winston. And speaking of which, y'all don't remember Johnny Winston filed a lawsuit against Candy, saying for employment related issues, and she ended up having to settle quietly. So like I said, it's the common denominator here. Okay, you said Candy is worldwide and ghetto. Okay, moving on. Let me go ahead and talk about Kenya and this trauma. Kenya's trauma. Okay, apparently Kenya. We already know Kenya has had issues with men from the beginning of time. Okay, Kenya keep playing with y'all. Kenya keep having rhythm in. And it's funny, they keep using all my little sayings. So I know all of the ladies watch me. Hey y'all, how y'all doing? They done brought up the candy coated click. I remember I made that up. I made up Neverland. I made up, the Renamans, okay, because I accused Kenya of having a Renaman several times. I accused Cynthia of having a Renaman, and now here go Kenya again. I don't know if she got a Renaman, but she got another man that was introduced to her by Manetta. Kenya tells Shereé that she is giddy, she is happy, she is open and ready for love. Okay. But my thing is, who gonna check Kenya about not being divorced? Who gonna check Kenya about not being divorced? Who gonna check Kenya about still wearing her wedding band, but she flouncing around with that white man that don't care me crazy? Who gonna check her? Did Kenya check Portia for being with Simon? Didn't Kenya try to check Nene for dating a married man too? Like I'm just saying, who gonna check Kenya for being the married woman that these men is dating? Well, yes, technically Kenya's not married, but I mean, she did get married, and she say she get divorced, but we ain't see no. Look, we didn't see no marriage license. I know divorce certificate, so I guess there's that. Also, it was interesting that Shereé seemed to try to school Kenya, and I appreciate her doing this. But again, y'all don't like Martell, so it's coming off as Shereé being a pick me for Martell. But I kind of agree because remember last season, Kenya tried to call Ross aggressive for taking up for his wife. Now she's doing the same thing with Martell after she was the one who was yelling across the room at him. Now, Shereé tries to school her to the fact that words like aggressive towards a black man, without having, proof, are wrong. And, was asking her, did she consider the negative impact? And Kenya was like, no, I don't know. I seen him on his show. And, that's all I know. And I don't care to know him. And it's like, okay, child, whatever the case may be. But, Kenya is questioning Shereé's dating choices, but what about Kenya's dating choices? What about Kenya's fake marriage? What about we already know about her and Matt, and her being fundamentally deceptive. We know a whole bunch about Kenya. So how can she judge anybody's relationship? Okay. You said you sick of Candy and that joker face. Divorce is never coming. That's all I got. That's all I took out of this. Let me see if I missed anything. I did that. Candy's cousin Melvin. Okay. Shereé and the biscuits and bullets. Okay. Yeah, we talked about that. Okay. So yeah, they don't know. You don't know if you're gonna get biscuits or bullets at Blaze, unfortunately, but it's what it is. Talked about Sanya. Marlo minded her business. And yeah, so let me know what y'all think. That's all I got for this week. Again, I don't know what y'all would rate it. I would rate it about a, if 10's being the best, I would rate it about a 6.5. Because I did, just because we drew a lot of shade out of it, like the whole restaurant thing. I got my life off that. Thank you, Kandi. I appreciate it, and I appreciate y'all talk about the gunshots. Yeah, child. Look, it was a look. I listen. You ain't heard it from me. I listen. Allegedly, I don't know if she settled or not, but uh, go to straight from the A and read about it. Y'all want me to pull it up? I will. What y'all rate a 5? Let me know. 10 being the best. What y'all rate it? A 3. Okay. A 4.5. Yeah, you talking about Walter? A 10. All right. So, and then you got Carlos King being in the middle of everything. It's just like, Carlos, why your name gotta be? And then Carlos was mad because they blacked his name out. Look at them, they blacked my name out. True T, true T. Anywho, click the link if you would like to tell me what you thought about this week's episode. I also talked about Jamie Foxx being in a rehab facility in Chicago. Talked about Young Jock and his Black Men Cry campaign, and I talked about Shereé showing us her introducing the world to her adorable granddaughter. Okay. Oh, somebody gave it a 10. Somebody gave it a 10. Okay, Carlos wanted a crossover. He did, but I don't know. You said it's a 1 star. He thirsty. Not Carlita. We got Done One and Carlita. Ooh, 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 ooh. Hey, Mickey, how you doing?
Hi, Michelle. How are you?
I'm good. Welcome, welcome.
Thank you. Okay. Yesterday's episode.
Uh-huh.
Well, they basically put that sneak peek out on Martell and Kenya. So I just feel like they keep on putting out these clips, and when you watch it, it's like, whatever. But to me, I just feel like Kenya in that moment, like, because as you said, she never brought up anything before. It looked like she was happy for Shereé. And then all of a sudden, she flipped.
Mm-hmm.
I watched Carlos's video last week where he was talking about the DM. And
Mm-hmm.
actually, the DM was from a few years ago. They did a live together. And apparent, they were talking about the old Atlanta, and they were reminiscing on the good times. And apparently she watched the show, and she was basically complimenting Martell and saying, it looks like he wants his family back and stuff like that. And that's when Martell reached out to Kenya and he complimented her.
Mm-hmm.
But see, Bravo shady as hell because they crossed out his name,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like that just made me laugh, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think Kenya's a master at this. She likes to read the room, see what's going on, put her producer hat on, and put 20 on 10. She
Ooh,
was like, "Let me get a moment with this man."
she did.
Everybody. The blogs is talking about Shereé Martell. Shereé Martell, we filming this show. The show is gone to hell. Nobody's really, you know what I'm
And
saying?
a handbasket.
Let's get it popping. And it backfired on her.
Mm.
Because on one end, she wants to be like, oh, he DM'd me. And then it's like there's no DM. The DM, they showed the DM. And then
Right.
Kandi want to be like, oh, I saw it. She accepted his request. I saw it. But it's like nothing was
But
there.
if you saw it, you would know what it said, right?
Exactly. So it's
Mm.
like, how do you know even if it was something flirty? You know
Right.
what I'm saying? But they were just so like they were ready. And I feel like Shereé kind of went into that party. It's like, okay, they're probably gonna come for you. They're gonna come for me. We gotta go in ready. And then Kandi want to be like, oh, it's really not that deep though. But y'all made it that deep. And even
Mhm.
Shereé told her, like, y'all was the one that elevated it. And it just blew up in Kenya's face. Now,
It's like
Kate,
that whole party scene. It was like they were at the party scene to turn up. Like Kandi
They
came ready to fight
she
somebody. It
came
didn't matter who.
I'm telling you, somebody put the battery in their back. Like, we got to get it popping. You know what I'm saying? The show
Mhm,
it's been quiet for y'all. And once
mm,
Martell was there, it's like, okay, we all gotta, even Moneta, she's now part of the alliance. Everybody wanted to get it popping, but it blew up in their face. Now, I
mhm.
did find it interesting. Martell was like, so what? I wanted to, beep you maybe 2 years ago. Did you catch that part?
Yeah. I
So
mean, listen, Martell has made no secret that him and Shereé are not a couple. Like
exactly.
even when even when they was like, "Is it official?" He was like, "We officially dating." Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he has made no secret that whatever they doing, whether it's bumping uglies, you know what I'm saying? That it's just that. And so if he sees somebody else while he's in Atlanta, he not married. Him and Shereé aren't
Yeah,
married.
to
It's not
me,
cheap.
honestly, it just looked like this is like Carlos King's wet dream coming into fruition. Like,
Mhm,
he's been concocting this for a long time. Like, how am I gonna
mhm.
get, because he flaunts Martell like that's his most valuable prized possession. I mean,
Right.
he takes him to interviews, he's always talking, Martell, Martell, Martell. So it's like, he's happy. And as for, Kenya, she has a history of getting into it with all these husbands. She got into it with
Mhm.
Ralph. She got into it with, what's his name?
Ralph, Peter,
Peter, Apollo,
Apollo.
even Kim Field's husband. She
Everybody's husband.
Everybody's husband. So it's like Shereé was like, "Girl, you do this. You have a history." Now all of a sudden he's aggressive. Like, be careful. You were coming at him. He responded, and now it's like everybody's aggressive. Like, just stop it already. That blew up in her face.
And was
And
that the time and the place?
yeah, like she wanted trouble, so she got it. And then she went, "Oh, don't talk to this queen that way. Don't talk to this queen that way." Girl, stop. You didn't have that energy for your alleged husband. Stop.
Ooh.
And as for Kandi, how can you have your cousin propped up at the restaurant with a sling on and, oh, we can't talk about it. We
Right.
can't talk about it.
It's a pending legal
It's
issue.
it's like,
It's like they
girl, bye.
practiced that. They knew that that was gonna be the excuse, and they thought that was gonna
Girl,
fly.
bye. And then Todd, he wants to open a Mexican restaurant, but can barely maintain the ones that he has. Like, stop, just stop. And then
Ole,
they
Ole
want
G.
they want to open up a pizza spot. Like, y'all, stop it already. This is why y'all are not succeeding, because y'all are spread too thin. Like, you know what I'm saying? Stop.
But he
And
said he's good at restaurants. He said that, he can do that. He's good at that.
Well, I
well,
mean, it seems to me that he feels like he can make money at that. I don't know if he's good at it. Like most
Well, he
restaurants,
said
I
whatever.
guess you can hit it and quit it and close up, and you still have made your profit. But what he really wants to do is right. And it doesn't seem like,
yeah,
Candy's on, trying to be supportive and
his
doing
passion is in the entertainment industry. I don't think it's in. He just wants to make money. And I'm gonna
it.
close off with Sanya. Sanya, you was a flip flopper. You the new bone
Mhm.
collector. You running from the alliance to Shereé and Marlo. You going here, you going there. Now, when they were at lunch, it looked like Kandi was ready to, like, she just looked like so laid back, like she was ready for an argument. Whereas
Mhm.
Sanya, she was all dressed up, dolled up. Kandi just showed up, was just like, okay, but did you defend me? When has Kandi ever defended anybody? She
Exactly.
always sits back and eats her food, drinks her water, and see the mess happen. She never
Okay.
defends nobody. She doesn't say anything. She always
Or
keeps her
giggle
mouth
too.
shut. So why would she defend? They're not even real friends. They're just getting to know each
Exactly.
other. So I'm just like, girl, why
And
would
she
you
pulling that up
even?
out the air like off a T-shirt or something. Like,
Yeah,
what
she
did you
like
say to
she was
defend me?
ready to argue. And say,
Okay.
she started mumbling and cackling like, well, I said, you need to talk to her and stuff like that. It's like saying, you stop. You are the new Cynthia Bailey. You're trying to be the
But look,
bone
Candy already
collector.
got people to defend her. She had done one on the payroll to defend her.
Oh, don't
You didn't
even
hear
start.
done one
No.
going in on Courtney?
Don
Mm-hmm.
Juan, he got the neck, his neck started to, the neck rolling. He's like, well, she needs to help it out in the factory with the clothes. It's like, sir, you will never get a peach. Give it up already. You'll never get a peach. Just sit down somewhere. If you want to be on a reality show, maybe you should go on, I don't know, maybe Zeus or whatever. Like, it's just stop it. You're embarrassing. But yeah, these people, this whole Martell thing, like they are just, I feel like they trying so hard. They are trying. And Marlo, I think this is gonna be her last season with the Peach. She was barely even. I
Marlo ain't
barely
did
saw her.
nothing. Marlo was like, I
Marlo,
just minded my business. I'm just my life coaching is working. Like they
no,
must
they're
have
trying
brought
to
you
mute
on not to
her.
do nothing.
They're trying to mute Marlo. I don't know
Mhm.
what happening, behind the scenes, but they are
I'm sure it
trying
has something to
to
do with Kandi.
probably. But Candy, I think
Marlo
they
was in this
trying it.
episode. She was in this episode. Y'all just don't. It just was nothing.
I think they're trying it with Candy this season. They're like, girl, you need to work. You need to clock in because this ain't working. This ain't working whatsoever. And I think that production might be on Sheree's side this season. I think they're
Yeah,
trying to big
yeah,
up
yeah. And
Sheree.
if you notice, like, if it listen, I don't see it for Shereé for personal
Me
reasons.
neither.
But if it wasn't for Shereé, Kandi and Kenya and whoever else wouldn't have a platform to be on there. Shereé, Nene, KKK Kim, Deshaun Snow, Lisa Wu. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end
Yeah.
of the day, those are the women who laid the foundation for the show. So you gotta give her props, whether she been fired 5 times, whether she been on the show, for the entirety of the show or whatever the case may be. It was the first episode of Shereé blocking Nene from the party they got the party started. It was Shereé Chateau that got everybody invested, because it is what it is.
And
So,
I feel like
regardless of how long Kandi
she
been on there, she will
yeah.
never be an original.
And I feel
And that
like they
kills her.
put the pressure like, okay, you're an OG, Sheree. You're an OG. This is your second comeback. What are you going to give to us? And everything is kind of like on her shoulders right now. But how
Mhm.
pathetic is Candy? Because why are you talking about a man that is associated with your arch nemesis? If I were you, I wouldn't even utter Martell's name. If you have that much beef with Carlos the way you claim you do, why are you even talking about him, going on your YouTube talking about him,
Because she's trying
gossiping
to,
about him? Like, why?
yeah.
Why are you? This supposed to be your show. You eliminated all of your competition, but clearly you can't lead a show. Instead, you're hopping on the bandwagon. Oh, bandwagon. Oh, Martell. Girl, bye. Stop it. You don't have anything to talk about. And then we see in the next episode, she's going to be talking about Mama Joyce and Todd at BravoCon. It's
Mhm.
like, stop it already. I'm telling you, that woman is too much. Mm-mm.
It is. Well, I appreciate you, Mickey. Thank you for
Thank
calling
you
in.
guys. Have a good night. Thank you.
All right, you too. Hey, sister girl. Dre, will you stop being so freaking rude? Why you gotta come on and be rude?
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Black men cry. I'm
Thank you,
sorry,
Dre.
Michelle. There's nothing wrong with me crying, is it? I'm not gay or nothing, am I? I just need the tears to come out. The society it's just so much going on with a lot of people. A lot of homeless peasants living in the streets, Michelle. We need to help them, but they have to know how to help themselves.
All right, Dre. Thank you for your input.
I want to talk about the topics.
Well, you can't because it's not your turn.
Oh, I was here first.
No, you weren't.
Damn.
Sister girl, go ahead. Something wrong with y'all, friend. I try to give him the benefit of the doubt. Something wrong with him. And then he up here with a junkie Dineva picture.
Is that who that is?
Lord.
Oh Lord.
That's why I kept kicking him out.
Oh my God, Jada made me lose my train of thought. Give me a minute. Yeah.
Go ahead. Oh,
Latoya, you
Leah.
can go. Give me a second. Give me 1 second.
Okay, Latoya, go ahead. Sister girl got to get her thoughts together.
About
Hey,
the
Latoya.
Instagram. Hello, how are you, Michelle?
Good. How you doing?
Doing good. About the Instagram, I think that's positive. They always do perfect images on Instagram, and so just to show that, especially some of the hardcore type men, you know what I'm saying, how they're perceived, to be
Mm-hmm.
able to just say that I cry too, and it's okay. It doesn't take away, my masculinity because I have feelings, and I'm just happy to show this side of it. So I don't see anything wrong with it. So that's that on the Instagram. Uh,
Okay.
this show. What I don't like is Kenya always wanting to use that these other women's have mates and a husband or somebody they're dating and wants to be so-called protected because he yelled at me, but you chased that man down. Even if he said something, he walked away, but you chased him down and now you're in his face, going back and forth with this man. And so if you
Mm-hmm.
felt he was aggressive, if you felt like, he was being disrespectful, then don't chase after him. Don't engage. But she does
Mm-hmm.
all of those things and then wants to be the victim. And so I just feel like she need to find something else to do. You know, she just kind of inserted herself because she don't have anything else going on because we
A
tired of hearing
thing.
about Mark. You know,
Nothing but a new wig
nothing but a new weed.
And
and
that
some
was
And
a
fillers.
horrible wig. That I
right.
just don't. That was horrible. Look at it. Just that was not
And
flattering.
They
especially
know these.
if
I feel like they know these confessional looks are horrible. I think I know they know. Like Candy and the Afro, and and people are trying to say, "Are you being anti-black by talking about Candy and this Afro?" And I'm like, no, I feel like Candy being anti-black because Candy would never wear no Afro.
I feel like
but
she's trying to make
even
the
that type of
pun.
afro, it was ugly. Like normal
Mhm,
afros don't look like that. Make it natural looking or
mhm.
something. That was
She
too
could have
extra.
did a
I don't
big
know what that was.
Afro puff. She could have pulled it back and made it into like a big Afro puff. It's a lot of things that she could have did, but I feel like she did that because because everybody been calling her like Candy Coon and stuff. So she always got to make a pun out of everything. Like
Mhm.
she made the little chicken commercial, so everything has to be a little pun for her. Like
Yeah, turn lemons into lemonade.
And
yeah,
even for
So if I'm
Kenya, for her
Candy
to have
Coon and I eat chicken, then I'm gonna do a chicken commercial. And I'm gonna wear Afro and yeah.
And even for Kenya, for her to have a hair care line, and she has beautiful hair itself, I will be wearing all kind of natural styles, with my own hair.
But you
And
can't say that, Latoya, because you have no hair. I seen you. Your hair is bald, so you can't talk about nobody hair.
Dre, stop, Dre.
right.
She have no hair. I'm just
baby bye.
saying.
Anyway, go
Dre,
ahead.
you and
I'm
I
just saying you
don't
have
get
no
along,
hair to
so
talk. You
I'm
need
not
her
even
hair
gonna
care line.
entertain. I'm not the topic. And you know what? I shaved my head back in 2016 and rocked the ball from hair
Yeah,
halfway down my back.
it's not
So
giving
even if
Tony
I didn't have
Braxton. It's
hair,
not giving
it's
Tony
okay.
Braxton, Latoya.
But
It's
even if I
not.
didn't, it's okay.
It's not.
How about that? Even if I
It's
didn't,
giving
it's
more
okay.
like Michael
Anyway,
Jordan.
Michelle, not even doing it with him. He
Don't
bored.
don't
But
do it.
anyway, I just feel like Kenya, promote your hair and say that your hair care products is why I grew and I was able to change it because, of my hair care products. I don't know.
Mhm.
Because the wig, that ain't it. And she's
Right.
worn good wigs, but just that one's not it.
It wasn't.
Yeah. And also, if that producer had not walked into that restaurant, Candy would have never brought up anything about what really happened.
You don't think so?
No, she would have glazed, and I think it was just more of her inviting the dude to say, hey, we know it happened, see him, and that was it. But to try to talk about anything else, she wouldn't have did that, because what was the point?
He looked very uncomfortable.
He
Like,
did.
he looked very like, very uncomfortable. Like he wasn't supposed, like it wasn't like if the rest, I don't know, if the restaurant wasn't open, how they doing a test?
Yeah, Michelle, can you tell me the name of the restaurant that the guy shot?
Blaze.
Blaze. And,
Blaze.
yeah, and what area is that in Atlanta? Is that Southwest Atlanta?
We're not promoting.
No, it's in Southwest Atlanta, correct? Now, I do recall the last time I talked to you, Miss Brown, you said that Southwest Atlanta is not ghetto. So that's in Southwest Atlanta, correct?
So one place makes the entire place ghetto.
It's a yes or no. That's it, yes or
That
no?
place is in Southwest Atlanta.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that's a yes, correct?
Dre, I'm about to kick you
I'm
off because I
asking the
don't feel
question.
like
Is that
arguing with you
South?
tonight.
Is
I really
Yeah,
Southwest?
don't.
Is Blaze in
not
Southwest
today.
Atlanta? Correct. That's a yes.
Uh huh.
Correct.
What about it?
That's yes, right? Okay, I rest my case. That's all I wanted to say. I rest my case. You said Southwest Atlanta was not ghetto, and I said yes, it is.
All
And
right.
you had
Anyway, let's
a
continue with the
nervous
topic. Hey,
breakdown about it.
Paul, would you like to contribute with the topics? Paul, hello.
Okay, well, can I talk while he getting himself together? The GLAM-MA thing. I know plenty of people who use that. Not Nene did not start it. I don't know where you got that from. Now, Michelle. Now, I know you used to date Bob Whitfield back in the day or whatever. Now, do you feel like that Mecca could have been your grandbaby also? Do you feel like you could just like, oh, look at the baby? Like, what would you be called if you was like married to Bob
Hey,
Whitfield?
Paul, how you doing?
Michelle Whitfield. What would you be called?
Hey, Paul, how you doing? Paul, we can't hear you.
Hello, Michelle.
Dre, this is not about me, first of
No, I'm
all. And
asking.
second of all, we talking about the topics. If you're not gonna stick to the
Yeah,
topic tonight,
that's
I'm
the
kicking you off
topic. The
because you are
topic
really annoying me
when
tonight.
you was talking about the baby,
So
and I was asking, what would you be called if you was like the grandmother?
Why would I be the grandmama? I'm not in a family.
I'm thinking, but you was about to be. You was one
No,
foot
I
in.
wasn't.
You
No,
was
I
right.
wasn't.
Your
No, I
right foot.
wasn't. No, I
Your right
wasn't.
foot was
No,
in,
I
and your
wasn't.
you. All you
He
had to
had
do
a
was put the
personal life.
left foot in, and you would have been.
Michelle,
He's annoying the hell out of me
Michelle.
today.
So
Okay, yes.
okay,
Hey.
so that damn Joe. Um, with with the whole aggressive calling black men aggressive, and I'm like, it's
Mhm.
ironic now. It's like you're always coming for the men. That's a black man show. All the housewives have been married to black men, but Mayetta, she's the newbie on the block, and then now you have a little white boyfriend, and you're, oh, I've never been so happy, but you're married to, I don't know, it really, I didn't like that. I didn't like that. It made me
What,
look at
Kenya and her
Kenya
white
a
boyfriend?
different way. It just made me look at Kenya a different way because I feel like you didn't even, first of all, you was at Ross's birthday party, who you really don't really care for because you think he's aggressive, but you was
Mhm.
there anyway. And so I feel like that was phony. And so you're at the birthday party and you're bragging about your new guy and this and this and this, trying to, I guess, get brownie points with Mayetta. I guess that's what you were doing. And then you guys are like, oh, she come with Montel. Why at the birthday party? Y'all had to end up all leaving the birthday party because y'all were acting a fool.
Yeah,
True.
she took it too far.
She
And
did.
then
She,
everybody's like, oh, well, Milo didn't do anything. No, Marlo minded her business. Now you know Marlo's gonna get in the middle of the mess. You know she is because she's Marlo. But she
Mhm.
minded her business and she did what was right. Like, I'm here to, this is this man's birthday party. I'm not a, they were acting real ghetto. It was very
They
ghetto.
were really acting. That's
It
the
yeah.
was
point. And then
very ghetto.
for the ladies to
Pa-
bring up the fact of like Kenya's not Kenya, Candy's Instagram supporters are ghetto. It's like they probably are. They probably did change the vibe. I mean, that's why Kandi wasn't mad about it.
But that's what I'm saying.
She
But
was
she,
mad about Sonya not protecting her, not defending her.
but the way she acted, like, girl, like, it wasn't even the way she was moving all in my face, and so she was getting butt, and I'm like, girl, and everybody be like, you show your aggressiveness. It's unfolding more and more and more and more, and that's why they was like, you guys are gonna see a lot about who she really is. She's been able to keep up this facade for so long, and now you're really gonna see how she is and who she is, and what some people say about her is truth. You know what I'm saying? That she can be very aggressive.
Right. And nothing that lady did, Courtney, nothing she did, I feel warranted physical, attack, or I'm gonna head beat you. Like, it didn't give that to me. Kandi just didn't like what she was saying, and yes, the girl was kind of like moving her neck, but she never got in her personal space to where she would say, and anything she was saying wasn't threatening. So to say that you feel like you gonna headbutt her and wild out like that was just too much. Now that was aggressive.
I agree.
But any other time you'd be like, I'm gonna walk away. I'm gonna walk away. Usually you'd be like that, like, I'm gonna just walk away. That'd be her little,
But
her whatever.
I feel like she knew that her candy coated clique was there. And so if it did get physical, they would have jumped in and tried to double team that girl or something. That's why
I mean, you saw the one did jump in.
Yeah,
when she walked
that's
away,
what I'm saying.
as soon as Sonya came and told them, how she knew her or whatever, then it was done one like, oh, she's Sheree's friend. That's why. And she should be in that warehouse helping Shereé get her clothes together. It was like, why are you here? Why are you even
right?
Is that
hat
on and that little bob hat on, looking like the butler?
Not looking like the butler.
Yeah,
so wrong.
Oh, the butler. But I don't know. I just feel like it's crazy because even if that was the Martell and the tech or inbox message DM or whatever, 2 weeks in a row though, like if it would happen the first, okay, y'all said something, they brought it up, leave it at that. And now here it is. And so that means that next week they're gonna have to talk about it again. Like, goodness. It's like beating a dead horse.
Right.
I'm ready to see
Paul
something else.
in. Hey Paul, how you doing? Can you hear me now? Paul, unmute yourself. Unmute. Paul. I'm gonna kick you off for the fourth
My
time.
bad.
Paul.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Hey.
All right, cool.
So what do you think about this week?
Don't kick me out. Don't kick me out. All right, so I said in your comments a minute ago, I just feel like this isn't Atlanta Housewives anymore. I feel like it's Real House. It's just like the ladies of them. Can you hear me?
Turn down your TV or whatever you're listening to me on the other device. Turn it down.
All right, it's turned down. I was just saying, I don't think this is Atlanta Housewives anymore. I feel like it's missing something. I feel like it should just be like Ladies of Atlanta. I like Kenya. I do feel like she doesn't have a storyline. I do feel like you be dragging Kandi a little bit, but I do agree with you with her on this season. That Afro is crazy right now. I don't understand it. I do feel like Shereé, I feel like she's good in her confessionals, but her overall storyline is whack to me when it comes to these men. I feel like it's a setup to make them both famous again. Who was Sanya? I feel like Sanya is what the show needs. She's the wife, she has a kid, she has a husband, and all that. But outside of that, I feel like she doesn't mesh well. I feel like these ladies are just showing up just to film and go home. And there's nothing. Yeah.
Just to get their check and go. It's
not genuine.
It's organic about it to me. Like, it used to be like, at least we knew they was halfway friends or whatever. It's like, I don't know. I don't like it. I
don't like it either. So this last episode, it was boring. It felt like this seemed like a filler, like in the middle of the season. It's too early for that.
Yeah.
I feel like it's missing something. I used to like it. I only have cable legit because of Atlanta Housewives and for Potomac because I'm from the DMV. I live in Houston now. But outside of that, I'm like, I don't know. Maybe they just need to take a year off and revamp. I don't want no one to lose a check. I feel like they just need to just revamp the whole damn thing.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think they, find some unknowns. I mean,
Yeah.
Atlanta is filled with like a lot of funny, entertaining people. Like it's just who are in circles. You know what I'm saying? Who have their own friend circles and stuff. These people, I don't know. I'm just
I
not.
feel like it's getting
Oh,
more to like
But I
who
think
has
that's
pull
what they're
because they're
trying to
quickies.
do, though. They're trying to weed. I feel like they're trying to weed out the old
the old
ones,
heads.
the old heads, but
Yeah.
they're weeding them out by bringing in their friends. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? And trying to make a play off of that. I think they're really trying to weed them out
mhm. Okay.
because I mean, what else can they do? Drew,
I feel like they try to make Drew like the new Portia, but she doesn't. I don't feel like no one has this star quality as the old season. I don't feel like there's a face of Atlanta either of the Atlanta Housewives. I don't feel like
exactly.
no one is the face of like when you see this one person come on like every time they film or it's a new scene. I'm not looking forward to seeing none of their things. I'm watching
Well,
it
Candy
just to support.
disagrees with you. Candy says she's the face.
She's not the face. I feel like Candy's not a bad, but I don't think she has star. Candy will be a good producer. I feel like
Mm.
Candy will be a good behind the scenes producer, but I don't feel like she's the face
Not
of
really.
Atlanta Housewives at all.
She can't even produce the bro. Never mind. Hey,
Hey,
Michelle.
hey, School Content. How you doing?
True T.
True thing, yes, yes. True thing.
ATLien drops. Okay, no. Oh, I didn't mean to interrupt what he was saying, but
No, go ahead.
I was
Go ahead.
like,
Go ahead.
I don't think that she would be a good producer because I just don't. I mean, girl, you came out with your first show ever, and it was basically based on your real life and Mama Joyce and Todd and the fighting. I don't think she's good at creating concepts, so I don't even think she'd be a good producer. Girl, get off the show.
Several shows.
What was it?
I said she has several shows. Candy Ski Trip, Candy Coated Night, the Candy Factory, the
They're just
Candy.
trying to bow out gracefully. That's it. They're
Candace
just trying to bow out.
She done had about 5 or 6 shows.
And you notice none of them got a season 2.
Mm.
I just think the craziest thing about the whole episode yesterday to me was when that producer waltzed himself on camera and said, "Look, is y'all gonna bring that part up?" Because not only it's crazy that happened, but it's crazy that they left it in the edit. Like they left it for people to see that. That's saying something. Like they're getting kind of fed up.
And his exact words: "Are we gonna address the elephant in the room?"
Right.
That's what I'm saying. That was so. And look, that was just
And like none of them, they wouldn't like. I wish I had the actual clip. They wouldn't even look up at him. It was almost like Ty was like, "There's a legal matter," you know. It's
Yeah,
like
they know like they got in trouble.
Yeah. It was, I mean,
I
and
just-
that's part of what everybody's saying. Candy getting a free check. She's not coming and showing up. She just kind of like floating along. And that just kind of solidified it with the producer walking in saying, "Hey, do your job." Because as much as you talk about everybody else's business, you're not talking about yours. And this is part of it. You got the man.
Kiriana. Yeah, I found that very peculiar. And y'all said that she didn't look up or they didn't look up at him. Like they was just kind of like upset about being chastised as grown adults. Okay.
That's what I'm like. And you know they didn't address it in that scene. She actually had to address it in her confessional. Like after
And,
I mean, so
and the whole explanation was, I'm sorry to say it was very ghetto. You mean to tell me your cousin, of course you hired your cousin because nepotism, your cousin decided to go out and square up with the drunk dude that came to work and then he got shot.
And that's the thing. Even if she
Put it
couldn't
on
address
Zeus.
in detail, why couldn't what she said in her confessional, why couldn't they talk about it at the restaurant and still maybe not so many details, but not to say anything at all, and then the producer has to come in. But then in your confessional, it's like you give more detail. Like it doesn't make sense.
Do you think it was a pile on when they was asking all the ladies? Because it was funny how they sitting there and they go to each and every lady. What did you think? What did you think? What did you think? What did you think? And then Shereé, you don't know if you gonna get this or the bullets.
But she
That was a good
she
one,
said
Sheree.
the
That
OLG.
was good. That was good.
She didn't even say Blaze. She said the OLG.
Yeah,
Yeah, she
but she
conflated
probably,
it. I ain't
yeah,
even
she
mad. It
probably
was funny.
because people think they talking about the OLG because there was a shooting at the OLG, but this one was at the Blaze.
But
Right.
this
But
is
see, Blaze is supposed to be their more upscale restaurant, and they don't want to scare people away that may not know that it actually happened there.
Supposed to be.
I just think that she shouldn't open up a restaurant. You ain't never see Kandi or Todd cook nothing in the kitchen on any season of Housewives. Just because you got the money, that don't mean you should open up anything. And just so it's
But you don't have
backfiring.
to cook to own a restaurant.
Yeah,
People
but
been
if you don't
cooking.
have like the restaurant skills or love the restaurant atmosphere, then you're not going to do good at it. You never heard them talk about they love restaurants or they love going out to eat.
but that's the thing.
Exactly.
Trying to he also was like he wanted to write again and do all this, but that was a problem with her. The first episode, she crying horse tears.
Because that would probably actually make him some money, which will actually have him be more independent, not be under him.
That's
Like
what
a
I said.
cuckold.
That's what I said the last time. That
So
she
how do
does
y'all
not
feel
want to
about when
see him
Kandi was
prevail.
like, shootings happen all the time? Whatever. And I'm like,
Well, not at the restaurant.
not in Atlanta.
That was ghetto.
I want to
Well,
eat
in
my
I have never
in
been shot.
Southwest Atlanta, it does.
I just think that
Yeah.
just goes to show Kandi for who she kind of is. It's just like she just will sell. Not she's gonna sell black people down the river for $50 a pop, but it's kind of leaning towards that. It's like, what are you trying to normalize shootings for? Are you kidding me? I ain't never been shot. I never went to a restaurant and thought I was gonna get shot.
Well, that's the type of stuff that happened in that type of area, though.
But trying to downplay it though, that it happens all the time. Like you want employees to be able to come and customers to come and feel safe. So to insinuate that it happens all the time, not just in the general state of Atlanta, but
Southwest,
we're
the
talking
Southwest
about
part,
it
yes.
because it happened at your restaurant though. That's why
Right,
we're talking about it.
right, on the Southwest part. And they also steal cars up there, too.
But it happened with
Okay.
two people that you employed.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. It's
She
the
from the
image
hood.
that's over there.
We need to wrap this up, y'all. I've been talking about this for an hour and a half. I'm tired of talking about Kandi. She's
But
boring as
Nana, I also want to talk about like how Shereé always
What you call me?
Nana.
I can take Dre. I'm
You
not
make
even
it
laughing at him.
You make it Nana.
What do you want? Right. What do you
I
want? I'm
also
about
want
to
to
block your IP address.
wait. I also want to talk about the way Shereé is always defending the dude, like the aggressive dude, like when her and her husband, like when he the one who said he should have hit her. Michelle, I thank God every day when I wake up that you got out that relationship with Bob because I'm so glad he did not put his hands on you. Do you know what I would have did if he hit you, Nana? Do you know what I would have did to Bob?
Wait, can I talk about Sanya? Because I really like Sanya. I kind of like live for Sanya. I think she's like the perfect kind of like flip flopper. I think she's better at flip flopping than Cynthia. I think Cynthia's very weak. I do because with Cynthia, she tries to become the person's personality. I feel like she was close with Nene because she wanted to figure out how to be her, and it didn't work out because she's not funny. But Sanya, she's cool with just kind of being like the second fiddle.
I be feeling like she be flip flopping, but she's just who she is. Like
That's
sometimes
her. Yeah, it's real
one
her. Yeah.
person in the group that just be like, they don't care. They don't really
They
care.
just be neutral. They just feel with anybody.
Yeah, they just be like, whatever. I don't care.
Mhm.
You want to go out. You want to hang out. They don't be caring, And I just feel like that's kind of who she. I think that's who she is. Like, that's her personality.
But it's not giving me glamorous rich women of Atlanta.
None of them are.
Glamorous rich women in Atlanta.
Really, when you got your whole family living in one house in Marietta, that's like kind of
And her
weird.
sister disrespectful as hell.
Well, I don't see
I think it's a
anything
decent
wrong with her
storyline.
family living with her. As you can see, the people from Japan, the Arabs, the Mexicans, they stock their family up in the household and stack their paper.
Okay,
Like,
we
it's a lot
talking
of
about the
focus.
Real House. See, I can understand why you don't see nothing wrong with it, but other people like myself in a different tax bracket, there's something wrong with that. Michelle, when you think of Housewives of Atlanta, you think of like lawyers, doctors, you know, even though they don't got that, like Frank Ski ex-wife. You know what I'm saying? You don't think Michelle is Kenya selling her house, by the way?
I don't know.
Oh, I thought you would be up on it. I thought straight from the, I don't know. I'll go back to Sandra Rose. But look, so you know, you give money, and none of these ladies is giving. I mean, I seen Marlo in person. She was smelling like money, but she was in a rental car. So I don't know, but she was smelling like money though.
Hmm.
But
Who
I
said that
mean,
Kenya was selling her house?
I guess it depends on what you look at as wealth. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Like
you
I look at millions of dollars. Latoya probably look at like 50,000 a year. But me, I look at like, you know,
I
people who
mean, that
making
is in your
millions
brain.
and millions of dollars. So I don't. It's something wrong when you worth millions and millions of dollars. They got 12 people living in a house in Marietta. There's something wrong with that, Latoya. But like I said, you probably don't see that, and I understand. I understand.
but what's wrong with employing your family to help you and keeping generational
Right.
We're
Yeah,
talking
but
about
she
living
employs her
in their
family
house.
to
I
help I think it's a
understand you employ
relatable.
your family, but living in their house,
It's a
in their
relatable
house,
storyline though,
something is
like
wrong with
because she's
that.
got her whole family there in the one house, and they're trying to
Something
move
is
out.
wrong with that.
I'm interested. I'm
I like
invested
her
in that
I'm sure
storyline.
you
storyline.
are. You probably is. You and Latoya probably. I understand.
No, I think
Hold on,
Sang is
let me
bringing
look at
more to
this.
the show.
Drake.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. I'm gonna look at this because I'm bored talking about King. This the video you talking about Kenya selling her house.
Nene.
No, it was a foreign had her address over there on the street, and it said she owed like all this money, but it was only like 10,000. I'm sure she had it.
It says right here the RHO cast member explains why she's ready to say goodbye to the most iconic house in Atlanta. This an old video right here though.
Well, this one I seen was yesterday, but
Yeah, this an old tour.
matter of fact, it was on the internet. It was on Instagram.
Let me see.
This is what I love the most about my house is that I can actually open up the doors and have this al fresco situation on the patio.
Girl, them trees.
Yeah, but it's a nice area, so
Okay.
it's better
I
than
see trees
Southwest,
when I open
the
my window
Southwest
too.
side. I'm
What's your
sorry.
point? I see trees when I open my window.
I'm sure you do. You live in Southwest and gunshots and everything else. I'm sure you do.
Even if I did live in Southwest Atlanta, so what?
There's nothing wrong with that.
All right. Anywho, any parting words before we end this stream because the Housewives, I gotta come back tomorrow to talk about the ratings anyway.
But Michelle, I also want to talk about like the black dollar. That is kind of crazy what you said. Like all them white, all them saltines running like black blogs and stuff like that. That is kind of weird.
It's a new thing. It's called blackfishing. They do that a lot. Like they'll start black blogs. They'll be anonymous,
They bought
and
BT.
black people will go and be like, "Oh, we love this blog. We love Flop Soul, or we love Rap TV, or whatever." And you don't even know who runs it. And it comes to find out it's a Caucasian person. Not to say that that's good, bad, or indifferent, but it's like when a Caucasian person speaks on black culture, they over there saying the N word, using our slang, doing all those things that you would give a black person a pass for, but it's a white person doing it. It leads to like pause, like, oh wow, that we really been bamboozled. So
Right.
Yeah.
exactly.
do that.
Wait, but before I go, Michelle, do you see something wrong with like Gabrielle Union talking about her and Dwayne Wade split rent?
I do, but she may not. I mean, that's her relationship. I can't speak on her relationship. I don't like the way she's raising their children or assisting the raise. I mean, but it's not my it's not, I'm not in the relationship now, so they can do what they want to do.
Just imagine they split dildos and they split rent.
Oh my
Something's really
god!
wrong with that.
Oh
Right.
my
Uh-uh.
Anyway, anything else
That's
before
what
we
Kim
go?
McCroy is doing. But
Yeah,
thank you,
Michelle,
Michelle.
don't you think Kim
I
McCrory is like
appreciate
all
you,
fake?
Sierra Content. Thank you for stopping by. Paul, would you
Thanks
like
for
to
letting me
close
on.
out the show? Thank you. Huh?
Not really. I was gonna say I'm keeping Jamie Foxx in my prayers. I don't believe the media or what's being put out there. I think anyone that
Do
has
you
dealt
believe
with
he's now
someone,
in the rehab
what happened?
facility? There? Do you
No,
believe he's now in the rehab facility?
I don't know. I know he was probably never home. I think
Oh,
he's been
okay.
in the hospital this whole time. I don't. I think us being really concerned with Jamie Foxx, I feel like we're not being nosy. I feel like he really has a strong fan base that actually cares about him. I feel like they just putting shit out there. I know everyone
Yeah.
keeps saying he's been cloned. I'm believing all that, but I don't think he's doing as well as what they're trying to
Well,
put out
they
there.
saw his family coming out of a rehab facility in Chicago, so now TMZ knows that that's where he is, and they dropped it, and it was Mother's Day.
But
They saw
see,
his daughter, his both of his daughters. There they are right there, and his daughter's mom, Annalise's mother. They were all in
see, that's
Chicago
the
Saturday and
problem,
Sunday
though, right?
with Fox, and they were leaving the rehab center.
Yeah.
That's
Huh.
the problem because, like, when we talk about social media and how everybody puts everything, good or bad, on social media and never leave anything to the wandering mind or the eye, and when somebody decides to do that, then it's like, you owe it to your fans. I don't feel that he owes it to his fans. And for people to invade his privacy, which can in turn, change the type of treatment that he's getting as far as their undivided attention and being hands-on, because
How
now
would
they got all
you
these
say his
media
treatment?
outlets scoping outside, probably trying to question them, medical people going to their cars, and infringing on people's privacy, and so
Well,
when you're
I
trying
think
to
when you're a celebrity, is like people are gonna.
Cover the
That's just
territory,
the
unfortunately.
nature of the beast. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't say it's an invasion of privacy. It's this, is that. Like you're a public persona, and so being a public persona, good, bad, or indifferent, when you get ill and you get sick, people want to know what
but
happened, where he's at.
even if they
So,
want to
I
know,
mean, do they
even if
really
they
want to
want to
know,
know,
or
he
are they
doesn't
being
have to say
nosy?
anything though.
of course, they
But
being nosy.
Because I
Of
like
course,
Jamie
there are people
Foxx,
out
but
there who are
I'm
truly
not really
fans, though.
interested in how his health is doing. I don't be on nobody's health. I don't know him. I never seen him before, so I can't be like, oh, I know this invisible person. I mean, I like him, but I want to know how his health is doing. Is he okay? I mean, I hope he okay,
But
but
then again, didn't
I'm
his
not
daughter
going to check for him.
wasn't his daughter the first person to say he suffered a medical condition, and that
But
kind of
still,
alerted the
that's
public and the
the
media?
thing though, right? But even if people want to know, it's still his prerogative to pick and choose what he wants to share. He doesn't have to tell you just because it's going to validate, oh, now I know and I feel better. That's what
Look,
I'm
as a
saying.
member
Like,
of the media, I would say you're right. You know what I'm saying? You're
yeah,
right. However, to avoid people running with false stories, that's what publicists are for. They release statements to calm everybody and stop the fake news from circulating. Because
but
without
even
evidence out there, people are gonna make up things saying, "Oh, they're by his bedside waiting for him to pass away. Oh, we don't know
right.
what," you know what I'm saying? And people are gonna
But
run
don't
with
we
it. So
but
that's
don't we
what.
also know that when the truth is in people's face, they will not print the truth. They're going to do something else to get a click and a view. So we know
Well,
that as well.
that's some people. That's not everybody. The truth does come out.
Right. And so how does he determine that this person is specifically going to do the right thing with this news? He doesn't know who's going to do
But
the right
he's
with the
not
truth.
not his publicist problem to focus on this person or that person. The publicist reaches the public. You know what I'm saying? That's the goal.
I mean, I understand all of that, but what I'm
Oh,
saying is
okay.
I know what a publicist is, but I still feel like he has a right to choose or not to share what he wants. And
Okay.
people can't get mad or frustrated about it.
But shouldn't he tell his daughter to choose and what not to share? Because she's the one that's telling us some of the
Right.
information.
And so she's choosing what she wants to share. She's not
But
sharing what people want to know, and they're wanting her to say more, and she's
But
choosing not
no,
to.
that's what the media, the news, the CNNs, the Fox News, that's what the news does. What journalists do is report news. And so people are going to find out what the truth is because people want to know what the truth is. So whether it's his obligation to tell them is one thing, but people are going to seek the truth. Period. So especially when you're a public person, it's just the nature of the beast.
Well, I feel like so far he's done very well because they was trying to say it was drug overdose and all this, that, and the other. But I
Who
feel
is
like
they? That's
Yeah,
again, the
we don't
media
know.
didn't say that. The blog said that.
Yeah, the blog said that.
CNN didn't
Blog,
say it was
media,
drugs.
all
It
of
was
that.
this.
But
It
I'm
was that.
saying it. But I'm saying it's still being put out there. So I just feel that he's done a very good job at keeping it under wraps so far to where it's not so detailed that everybody knows every single detail.
That made no
Because
sense. That
That
made
made
no
because
sense
absolutely
at
no
all.
sense at all, Dre. Yeah, you're right.
That made
I'm
no
not gonna go
sense.
back and forth. Y'all stop. I'm not gonna go
well,
back.
let me just
That's
say,
why I was
can I
like,
say this one
okay,
thing?
we
Can
can
I
agree
say
to
this one
disagree.
thing?
We can
I
move
know, but
on.
can I say this one thing, please?
Nana, let
This
her
is
say
just
this one thing.
this is just how we were just looking at these men on social media crying, right? And so now that somebody has something very serious going on with him, it is not saying that he won't come and maybe say something when he gets well and in a healthy, head space, no stress or whatever. But we just seen men on social media crying because they're hurting behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? And so I just feel like when people are really going through tremendous health issues, we have to give them that grace, because even though the wandering mind on the outside wants to know, but he's the one living it. So that's what I'm saying. He's the one living it day by day, and so we have to give him that
If he was
grace
a
of
private
not to cry.
person, I would agree with you. If he was just a random person,
Like
and
our uncle or something. Yeah.
that's one thing. But this is a celebrity in movies and films, like who normally keeps you abreast of his goings on. And if this one particular instance you don't want to tell anybody, people are going to make up stories. And so the way
Well,
to avoid that is to release press statements to credible media, and to stop all the speculation. That's all I'm saying.
we'll agree to disagree.
Okay.
I mean, we will, because I mean, if he was promoting a movie and something happened to where he's on this movie and da 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 da, but he's
That's
not
exactly what
promoting,
happened.
but he's not promoting anything. He hadn't came on and said
But he was
anything,
on the movie set and he fell out.
right? And so I feel
And
like
so the
this is
people want to know what happened.
it's nothing that happened with the movie. That's his personal life. I think that's where we get it
They had to
misconstrued.
stop the movie. They had to stop the movie, have somebody else replace him.
Replace
So
him.
people want to know what's going on with him.
We'll agree to disagree.
Okay.
Listen, it's all
I
about
tried listening,
conversation.
Latoya. I tried 10 minutes ago.
It
You kept
is.
going,
It's
so I
about just
kept.
conversation. It's just conversation. Everybody has their perspective and opinions. I love coming on this platform and chit chatting with y'all and hearing other people's perspective, and we're two different people with two different opinions. It
Yeah,
don't
but
mean we
Latoya,
gotta go
yours be
and
coming.
knock out,
Yours
drag
just be
out, and
out of
dig out dirt
nowhere.
on somebody, And so
Latoya,
that's what I like
see,
about dealing with Michelle on this platform. Dre, you're
right,
being rude. You know what I'm saying?
right.
But that's what I like about
Just
being
like
on
you
this
be rude in
platform.
them
Is
comments.
that we're just
Yep,
Oh
able
yep.
my
to,
God. We can
talk and just
agree to
conversate.
disagree. Moving
Yeah,
on. Thank you so
right.
much. Latoya, I appreciate you. Please, please, please. I don't feel like arguing with Ray. Listen, I let him on.
I'm gonna sign off. You said the show was ending. You gave me a moment to speak again. I appreciate that, and so I'm signing off. So if you stay on with him, that's your platform. I ain't got
Okay,
to.
okay,
Good
okay.
night.
Thank you,
Bye, Latoya.
Latoya. Good night.
Michael
Oh, Lord.
Jordan.
Anybody else? Good night, sister girl. Good night, Paul. Good night, Drake. I appreciate y'all.
Good
I'm
night.
out.
Good night, Michelle.
Thank
Um,
everybody for joining. Thank you, Sierra Content.
I
What, Drake?
I I enjoy talking to you tonight.
Thank you. I enjoyed talking to you too when you were minding your manners. When you came in here acting crazy, I didn't like
But do you like being a nana now? Like, do you like it?
it. Dre,
What do your mom think
are
about
you
it?
a damn Dre?
Do you like, come here, baby, come on, look at the baby? Like, are you that type of nana, or are you the type that just get the switch when she grow older and Kyra bring her over to you
Hey,
and
you
his
bored.
dad?
What's wrong?
No, I'm asking a question.
You ain't got nobody to talk to. You when I
I
hang
have
up, you
plenty of people
are
to
your
talk
friend.
to. I'm just asking. I want to talk to you, nana. I'm just asking a question.
Good night, Dre. Good night,
Good
Michelle, did
Paul.
night.
you know you and Candy got the same chair though that Biggie be in? I noticed that.
Yeah, I know he over there now. There you go, right there.
So they got the same damn chair.
Biggie, let's go outside. Biggie. Oh, my dog is asleep. Let's go outside.
What you think? What I say? How do you feel about the way Housewives is going from you being a super fan from the beginning to now? Like
I'm
just seeing the demise of it.
disappointed. I'm disappointed. I like, I still like reporting on it from a historical perspective,
Yeah,
like calling out people or pulling up, receipts and that type of thing. But other than that, like I always say, I'm a fan of the show,
yeah.
but it is I do see it as a sinking ship. Like once you get the anchors off, like to me, it's like, let me see how this gonna end. It's almost like watching a train wreck at this point. Let me see what's gonna happen. Let me see what
Just
they're
feel
gonna
like
come up
I just feel like they're not treating the Atlanta housewives the way they should be. They're not giving them their credit and their just due, because that's the only reason why people really watch. No one watched some other Bravo shows outside of Atlanta Housewives. And even like, I know you don't watch Potomac, but Potomac last year was super dark. And Atlanta Housewives is becoming like dark. It's becoming repetitive. The shade. It's not funny. Like I can't
Yeah,
remember the last time I laughed.
that whole first scene was them being explosive at the party. Like, I'm going out of head, but this bitch. Why? Why we gotta go there? Like from the very beginning, the fighting, the violence. Like to me, like why can't we just be? I understand arguments happen, but to like threaten violence and stuff, like I don't like that.
They're gonna end up selling it to like a different platform, BT or MTV or some shit like that. They gonna end up. I feel like they just trying to get rid of it, low key, and I feel like they trying to set Kandi up in a way where where she's looking like the mom. They ain't never home. They're not setting these women up for success for their future. So I feel like they just doing it on purpose and they trying to get rid of it. They don't have the same money budget as they do with Beverly Hills. That's the only other one I probably would catch in here and there. That's why they try. I watch a lot of throwback scenes of Atlanta Housewives because it makes me laugh. It was funny back then. Now it's just dark.
Somebody had said they had the same showrunner. Is that why? Sierra, that's crazy. Well,
Yeah,
okay,
they
well,
did. They did. But I'm gonna let you go. I'm just holding on.
thank you. I appreciate your call.
Good night. I'll be in the comments when you repost this. Have a safe night.
All right, thank you. Well, you guys, it's time to go. I appreciate everybody who tuned in tonight. We talked about a lot of things. We talked about Young Jock and his Black Men Cry campaign. We talked about Jamie Foxx's health update. We talked about Shereé being a grandmother and introducing her granddaughter and her son's baby mama to the world. And we talked about the Real Housewives of Atlanta season. What's this season? 15, episode 2. Okay, you said ATL brought the black audience and Nene was driving the bus. Ain't that right, JJ? I appreciate everyone who contributed to the stream. Y'all are a blessing to me. Happy belated Mother's Day to all the mothers out there, whether you are a fur baby mother, a real mother, or somebody who mothers people on the internet like me. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Y'all deserve y'all flowers. Okay. I will see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Good night.
Shaggy's in, bitch. Shaggy is in.
Shaggy.
These people don't like Michelle, but that's my That's my
Fuck them hoes. Ain't that right, Brent?
This is Tyler Perry, and if you want the truth, a lot of blogs don't tell the truth. StraightFromNene.com, that's what you check out.
And you love us, don't you?
Hey,
No, what you want to say?
Here we go.
hey, I'm Dr. Heavenly, and this is Straight from the A.
Hey, what's up, y'all? I am your girl, Kandi, and you watching StraightFromTheA.com.